Hello guys, welcome back, and today we are solving Leetcode problem number 66 plus 1. And before we begin, I will have to tell you that these questions have been asked in many of the company interviews, so follow along. So in this question, we are given a large integer that is represented by an array. So like for example, if we have the integer 99, it will be represented as single elements in an array. For example, 99 will be represented as 9, 9 in a 2 indexed array. That is what they have given here as integer array digits, where each digit of I is the ith digit of the integer. So, and these digits are ordered from the most significant to least significant in the left to right order. So what they're asking us to do is increment the larger integer by 1 and return the resulting array of the digits. So basically what we have to do is, if we have been given an input array or an input digit of 1, 2, 4, 3, we should increment 1 and return 1, 2, 4, because when we represent this array as an integer 123 and we increment it by 1, we get the result 124, and that's what we have written as an array. So you might think this is a very easy problem, so we just have to take the last index of the array and add 1 to it, but we have two major edge cases, which is, let me clear the board here. So let us take the integer 129. So what happens when we add 1 to this last digit? It becomes 10. So we cannot return 1, 2, 10 as, because when we convert this into an integer, it becomes 1210, which is not the desirable result as opposed to the result 130. So what should we do here? Let us look at that in the logic part, and let me explain another edge case before moving to the logic. Let us take we have 99. What happens when we add 1 to this? It becomes 10. So this is also not the right answer, nor is this the right answer, right? So what should we do here? So basically we go back to something very elementary. For example, let us still take the 129 example. If we add 1 to it, essentially what we are doing is adding 1, 9 becomes 10, and carry over 1. This carryover will become a very important friend to us in solving the problem. So what we do is, we put the given input into a for loop and then traverse over the array, adding 1 and storing the carry value. So let us get to coding when I explain how we are going to do that. So when we initialize the for loop, we start from the rightmost digit, because that's how addition works in real life. So you always add 1 to the last digit first. We are initializing an if loop because if adding 1 does not make the digit 10, we increment the digit and immediately return the array. Why immediately return? Because once there is no carry, the work is done. So no need to touch other digits, right? So when carry is needed, we put 0 at the position and carry moves to the next digit on the left, and we continue the loop. So similar way, carry keeps moving on left if consecutive 9s are in the array. And what if all the digits were 9? If the loop finishes and we never return, that means the digit was all 9s. So we get out of the loop and we create a bigger array like length plus 1. And we create a new array with extra 1 space and put 1 at the beginning. And we return the final result. And that is how we have taken care of all the edge cases. So now if we run it, it runs with the time complexity O of n, because this is linear since we are checking all the digits or all the elements of the array. So thank you for watching, and that's all for today. See you in the next video. Bye bye.